Your next ex wants you to know that she is funnier than her husband. I'm not sure why she said that. Please welcome to the stage, Victoria Grigg.
Hello, everybody. I'm Victoria, 38 years old. I'm a dink. Dink is not a new weird internet fetish, although it does give my husband and I the freedom to explore ours loudly. Dink actually stands for double income, no kids. Also known as that couple living their best life on Instagram while you're doom scrolling on the pot during the 10 minutes of spare time in your day. When I was growing up, my daddy told me, don't have kids, it's a trap. And of the 6 of us, I'm the only one that listened. And a lot of my family thinks because I don't have kids, I must be selfish and irresponsible. That my days are spent lazing away, smoking weed, and I'm always jetting off to exotic adventures. And I mean, I am doing all of those things, but there's no need to be salty because you can't sleep in on Saturdays. Now, it actually takes a lot of work to live a life of reckless abandon. Instead of saving for college, we have to save for business class flights. We have to make sure our next concert tickets don't overlap with our upcoming cruise. And the work required to keep a 10-day group trip vibe on point requires a delicate balance of compromise and tequila. But I know with Thanksgiving coming up, it's tough to be a dink in a room full of breeders. My brother Jason will be glaring at me all night like my free time is a hate crime. I'll be talking about my upcoming trip to Thailand, and he'll be like, wow, I wish I could go to Thailand, but I have responsibilities. Responsibilities is how he turns parenting into a personal sacrifice to deflect from the fact that he probably should have gotten a puppy. Now, where Jason is really resentful of the life he doesn't get to live, my sister Carrie is really concerned about the sad, lonely future that awaits me. And she'll say things like, but who will take care of you when you're old? And I try to assure her that my retirement savings will go a long way in India. Or she'll say, but you'll never know the value of unconditional love. And I need to take a beat here because the conditions of your unconditional love are growing a human being with my internal organs, then pushing this being out of my favorite part of my body, which will never be the same. And then I get to spend the rest of my life nurturing, providing for it, being responsible for the adult it grows into. Guys, that feels like a lot of conditions. Do you know what's unconditional? An all-inclusive resort. Now, as a dink, I get to travel a lot, and there's one thing that's become really apparent that's super problematic, and we need to discuss it tonight. And that's that white people don't wash their butts. I'm married to an Indian man, and I know 100% the rest of the world is laughing at us because white people don't wash their butts. And I am obviously talking about the bidet. Now, everywhere else we go in the world, guys, people are washing their butts. In Japan, they have robot bidets that will wash, dry, and tickle your butthole. I've been to public bathrooms in India that have spray nozzles on the wall, and the pot is a literal hole in the ground. They don't have toilets, but they have bidets. In Singapore, the really fancy hotels will give you a nice hygienic wash that'll leave your pussy smelling like potpourri. But somehow the bidet has escaped our culture, and we just don't think this is a problem. I've made it my mission to make white people uncomfortable. You're talking about the dirty butts. I bet I'm making a few of you uncomfortable right now. But I'm sorry, if I have to spend any amount of time going to your washroom and I can't clean up afterwards, it's just really disgusting. And I know some of you are thinking, well, Victoria, just don't shit in other people's houses. Fair, that's fair. But if you had a bidet and a vagina, you would know it's a refreshing experience, no matter what your itinerary. I'm always asking people why they won't get bidets, and I get all kinds of crazy excuses. The most common is for people to say, but wouldn't it be weird to have water shooting up your butt? And you know what, at first it really is, but I promise it gets better if you just relax, light a candle, Get to know yourself a little better. The other response is to get like super defensive about the cleanliness of toilet paper, and I'm all for you do you, bro. But if a bird shit on your arm and I handed you a tissue, like, you'd be cool with that? Just checking. But my favorite answer I get, almost exclusively from straight men, is, but I'm not gay. And now I'm not entirely sure how a clean ass makes you gay, but you probably weren't that far off if you're considering a switch because a gentle stream made your dick twitch. Now, who here knows someone who's always fucking late? In my family, being late is a major league sport. It's a competitive act to see who will get to family events last, and you get bonus points for the most creative excuses. The reigning champion is my mom, who won the trophy when she arrived 30 minutes late for her wedding. I'm so sorry, but my car got struck by lightning. Now, my family are the Dacks, and in my family, the Dacks are so good at being late that we've actually coined our own term for it. And we call it Dack time. Now, Dack time has broken the space-time continuum. It needs to be studied by science. In Dack time, time moves very, very, very slowly. Sometimes time doesn't move at all. In Dack time, you don't have to consider commuting time in your travel plans because you can just teleport where you want to go. And in Dack time, no matter how important the event, and no matter how late you are, there is always time for another joint. And I know some of you are thinking, you're being a little gruff. We all know people who are late. It can't be that bad. I need to assure you that no one does being late better than a Dack. And I've got receipts, okay? So a few months ago, my mom and my nephew arrived to spend the night at my house so they can be early for their appointment at Sick Kids. My mom arrives the next morning, 10 minutes late, frantic. I'm so sorry, but you wouldn't believe it. I ordered the Uber to my house in Belleville. What? The nurse said, it's okay, 10 minutes is fine, but your appointment was last Thursday. A few weeks ago, my family invited me over for a lunchtime barbecue. I arrived in the middle of the afternoon, starving, dreaming of burgers and hot dogs on the grill. I arrived and my dad answered the door in his house robe. Nobody's here, he said. But where are they? I asked. Well, he shrugged. So I called my mom and she said, I'm so sorry, but you won't believe it. I'm stuck in line at McDonald's grabbing breakfast. Don't worry guys, there's still a barbecue coming. But I think the best story that really shows the power of Dack time has to be at my sister Allison's 30th birthday party, which was a surprise, for the record. Now, my mom thought the best decoy plan would be to plan my nephew's 12th birthday party on the same day, 2 hours away. Now, just for some context, there was a lot riding on getting the birthday girl to this party on time, as we all had to save face from her being 2 hours late for her baby shower the year before. Opinions have been divided, wagers have been set. $100 is on the line, okay? And so 9 o'clock is coming, and I'm looking at my phone, and I'm watching my mom and my sister as they race towards the venue. And the GPS shows they're gonna arrive at the exact same time. So my heart is pounding, thinking of my sister showing up to a parking lot full of Dacks, ruining the surprise. Now, my sister's best friend was driving, racing to get her there on time, and she knew what was at stake. She was so nervous from the pressure, she was puking in a cup on the way, refusing to slow down or pull over before she gets there. Thankfully, Dack time prevailed. My sister arrived on time, to an incredible surprise. I was $100 richer. And 20 minutes later, the rest of the Dacks rolled in, soaking wet. You'll never believe it, but our car got struck by lightning. Who says lightning doesn't strike the same family twice? Thank you and have a good night.
Victoria, everybody!